Look left, look right.
Why is everyone singing? Can someone please explain to me, right? Wait, so what are we talking about again?
We're talking about GE2025.
So who you support?
Who I support?
Your vote is secret. Is it though?
Now, who you support? I can tell you something. I'm the most non-political person I know.
Yeah, I think so. When I talked about politics, right, it's really, really, really boring.
When you talk to me about politics.
You have like one line and then we move on.
You know why? Because I belong to a minority group of people, I think it's minority, that really have nothing to complain about.
So you rich lah?
Rich? No, I'm not rich. The rich people also have a lot of things to complain about, right? Because now they're not happy about taxes going up. Now you buy car, got more tax. Buy this, got more tax. Buy everything, the more tax. The more money you have, the more you get tax. So they're not happy, right? So I'm not of that.
So you just don't have complaints?
No.
You just want to look
But
like...
Singapore is so pretty. Everything is well run. I don't stay in a constituency where I have to look left or right.
So I stay in a more contentious part of Singapore. So for the longest time,
Did the outline grow bigger? Did that happen?
For the longest time, where I stayed was in with my parents, and they stayed in the Aljunied GRC area.
Okay.
And it's very interesting because my family, very interesting. Everyone in my family is quite political and has an opinion. So it's just quite exciting. Every time GE comes around, we have like GE party lah. We have a lot, like the family chat suddenly comes alive, and then we have like GE party and all that. Where I stay now, it's not, okay, sorry, where my mom stays is more contentious. Where I stay in like...
You can say the constituency because nobody will know where you are anyway.
I stay in the Mountbatten SMC.
Okay, that could be like...
So we've got an interesting candidate this year, right? Jeremy Tan is an independent. I've actually booked an appointment to meet him.
Why?
Just curious. Because, okay, my husband said, do you know we can meet him? And like, we just want to, like, we're just curious why. I'm actually really curious, like, why someone would run independently. He's very brave, right? And then since he put up this whole schedule, right? And said that anyone in his constituency can make an appointment to meet him. So we are meeting him.
Does he stay within that constituency?
I think he said he stays like 600 meters or something out of the boundaries. But I mean, I'm in that constituency lah. So it's funny because like I think my husband booked it, right? It said house visit, like it's an appointment, right? House visit. So I asked him, whose house?
Is it his house?
I don't know. We both don't know. I need to check with him. Yeah. I didn't make the appointment, but like we're apparently meeting him. I don't know.
So all these independent people, right, that running, maybe you can ask him why they are not part of a party to begin with.
I think he actually came out and said that I may be getting this wrong, right? So let's fact check this before I put this up. But I think I saw that he actually went to volunteer with the Workers' Party like some months back, and he expressed to Pritam saying that he was thinking of running as an independent, but he wanted to see if volunteering with the party would help him to change his mind. And Pritam said, no lah, since you've already sort of had a thought about running as an independent, then you ought to just do that, because then that's something that's already in your head, you might as well just do it. Something like that. I see that face. That's a Jack face. What's the face say?
No judgment. You do you.
But aren't you curious? So I'm very curious, and I feel like it's good because I find that this GE, there's a lot more...
What? Stupidity.
No, a lot more people are getting involved. Like trying to find out more. I think social media plays a part, right? Trying to find out a bit more, find out more about the candidates. People are not just voting on party lines or voting because like they are like irrationally ranting about something. I think like, of course we have those, but then we also have people who are like genuinely curious to find out more. I think there are more people like that this time around, which I think can only be a good thing.
You know what's weird? I actually heard this while I was at Watson's buying toilet paper. So,
they saw that.
So this lady next to me was saying, I'm not going to vote for PAP because they all are too lawa already. I need to go there and then like bring them down, and then I got to vote for opposition.
So because she feels that they are too lawa, she needs to bring them down.
Yeah, so her vote is like to vote for the opposition so that they are not so
lawa. I actually think a lot of people feel like that. A friend texted me yesterday, he said, I am very embarrassed to be a man. Bless. Because he said this degen behavior of shouting Shobu. He's not sure how that contributes to politics or the future of Singapore, and I laughed so hard. And he said, I'm so embarrassed to be a man. I
She
really
is
laughed.
show, bro.
She is.
I know. And then
Actually, she's
you
really
see the
very
guy holding the hand, don't want to let go. Oh my god, I love it.
The guy holding the hand, don't
Don't want to let go of her hand.
Who's the guy?
I don't know, random person.
Huh? Like just hold like that?
No, hold then I got swing.
Swing ah!
I know.
Aiyo, so fanboy ah.
I know.
But like I have quite a few.
Hey, maybe you go and join politics also, got people swing your hand.
It's not about looking good. Although she does look really good, I gotta say. Girl looks good.
Yeah, she does. You're not stupid.
Yes? Say it!
You're clever, what?
It's not also just about being clever, it's about actually being able to make a difference, I feel.
You can make a difference.
I can.
Then?
I think it's a big decision.
Vote, Jade! I run for your party. The green...
Do we want the green
the
party?
Green Stone Party.
I think your favourite guy actually, the Samuel, look left, look right, is green, no?
Is he green?
Yeah.
You join him, ah. He can look left, look right at you.
Have you... Oh my God, Jack, I cannot deal with you.
Okay, I'll tell you what, let's... Okay, because I'm non-political.
Yeah.
Because all your voting, please do the right thing. Vote for someone you think is clever because that person is supposed to lead you and represent you. So if you, bless your hearts, can relate to Mr. Look Right, Look Left, you like that singing, you relate, you think this is the person for me because he can lead me, he can look right and left, vote for him because, hey, he can look both ways. Jack! Do it!
Okay, I encourage you to
go.
vote, to really find out more, go to the rallies, watch the speeches. I think CNA has made it very easy to watch everything. So like online, right? I have friends who I said, are you going for the rallies? They're like, no, I watch from my couch. But actually, honestly, it's very easy to just watch the videos. I think find out more. If you can meet, for example, I can meet my candidate, why not, right? Find out more. I think vote wisely is what I say. What actually upsets me, right? Today I had a conversation with a friend who say he's going away on holiday. I said, oh, your area walkover. He said, no. I was like, and you're not voting. It actually makes me very upset because people fight, especially, okay, he's not a woman, maybe that's why he doesn't appreciate it as much. But women have fought for the right to vote. We gotta exercise that choice, whether you are voting because you can look left, look right, and you feel for the guy, whether you're voting the incumbent, or whether you're voting an independent because you just want to vote an independent, right? At least exercise the right to vote. And I know people who are very unhappy with both sides, and they're like, oh, my area don't want to vote for incumbent, but also don't want to vote for the opposition, then they rather spoil their vote. To me, that is a statement in itself. If
a lot of people are trying to spoil their vote.
Yeah, but to me, then spoil your vote. Make a statement. Don't just not vote.
Really? You think spoiling your vote is a thing?
I think spoiling your vote is making a statement.
What statement are you making?
The statement you're making is, I'm not happy with either one of you. You're both not worthy of my vote, but I'm going to still vote and let you know that you're not worthy of my vote. I think spoiling your vote sends out a signal that you are not worthy of my vote. If I were to spoil my vote, it would be because neither of you, or if I'm in a four-cornered fight, none of the four of you are worthy of my vote. That would be a spoiled vote. I mean, everyone has their reasons for voting. Like you said, this lady, she's not the first. I've heard also people saying that they are very happy with the PAP. Then I said, oh, then why you vote for opposition? They're like, oh, just need to give them a check and balance. That's one way of looking at it. I know people who are very, very unhappy with the way things are run. Then they vote for opposition, not because they really care about the opposition, but they just want to send out, I'm very unhappy. I know people who vote because they are actually very happy with the incumbent party as a whole, but they do not like the Prime Minister, right? So that's a statement also. The problem with voting, right, because it's either you vote, it's like a very black and white thing, right? It's not nuanced. So people don't know whether you spoil your vote because you're just unhappy with everyone, or maybe you dumb and you click the wrong box, or you, because if you draw a tick instead of an X, right, which I never really understood. It's actually quite counterintuitive if you think about it.
Because it's an X,
Yeah.
X marks the spot. I don't need
Okay, anyway, then if you put a tick, by the way, that's a spot vote. It's considered a spot vote.
Okay, so we'll talk about the happier, funnier, lighter side of the GE25 because it is so entertaining. This year is so entertaining. Okay, other than
it's always lah.
Yeah lah, okay lah. So this
Other
year,
than what?
other than Mr. Look Left, Look Right.
Jack is a fan, by the way, Samuel.
If I was in Ang Mo Kio GRC,
Would you vote him?
Oh, look left, look right, look left, look right. Okay. Okay. How about we start with. Wait. Okay. So he's from PPP, right?
Yep.
So his PPP is Goh Meng Seng,
Yep.
right? So you did hear that he said that he didn't want to talk about Pritam Singh because he's not gay.
I actually found that pretty offensive.
I think that's pretty offensive too.
But I don't know why people didn't get as offended with him as the other lady, the SDP lady.
Yeah, the derogatory one.
Yeah. I mean, that was offensive as well, but I thought that Goh Peng Seng was like, so what's that supposed to mean? I don't know, like...
I don't know. You see, that's why I think, right, this is the thing. Like, I definitely cannot go into politics because I have no filter.
Yeah.
Right, correct. I got no filter. So I can say the stuff I want to say.
On as real as it gets, but not on a political
so
stage.
I think he meant it as just a general thing, like, I'm not gay, that's why, I'm not talking about guy, but it just came out so wrong.
No, but I think
it's just so wrong.
It actually, and I know you want to be lighter side, but I thought it was interesting to highlight, right? How a lot of people make this kind of statements, I'm not gay, or like derogatory racial statements, which she didn't mean as derogatory, by the way, because she was talking about a teammate. So she obviously was just saying it almost in an affectionate way. But I think a lot of Singaporeans, right, say these things without thinking. Like even in everyday life, it's not okay. It's not okay.
It's not okay. But I think you see, not in her defense lah. I think because that she was speaking in Hokkien and she was speaking to probably a bunch of people, auntie, uncle types that she wanted them to relate to her.
But the point is, I hear this word used a lot, and I've always, it's never been okay.
Yeah,
right?
It's never been. But that they probably understood, and they didn't think it was like racist or anything. But it's wrong lah. I mean, she's a politician. She should at least know what is right and wrong at this time, this age.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think she meant it offensively.
I don't think it's offensive.
At all.
She didn't mean, it's offensive, but she didn't mean it.
She did. I think she meant it almost affectionately. But
yeah. But it's damn childish also lah, like calling him an elephant just because it rhymes with the name.
I mean, I don't know what to say. I really don't know.
So like if you're in the same party and then I was like, hey, vote for the green stone, and then I could not, wow.
Can you imagine if we were really in a party?
I'll spoil all your chances. Vote for the green stone lah. Vote for her because
she green. Okay, so what were your other favorite moments?
Okay, I wrote down, okay, I love, elephant woman. You elephant like that, say elephant, then think it's funny, then go run against the PM. Like, hello, don't lah. Hey, don't. Seriously, because the person you call it elephant, that one, quite credible, yeah.
Yeah.
And then your name also cannot not say very nice or what, no. I mean, there are a lot of names I can come up with. That.
Can you stop it, Jack? Oh my God. This is why you should not be in politics.
Hey,
favorite moments.
You think she herself give name? And then she got PhD doctorate.
Okay, we're going to move on from
that. Okay. Doctors, yeah.
What do you, I think that like a lot of people are very pleased that there is a chobu on this one. I don't know how to feel that there are like top chobu moments or something like that, right? Why is it that it's always like when a woman contests, it's always about the way she looks, then we don't talk about. Is it because got no yan down?
No, but I mean, look, they come out with chobu. I mean, PAP also got some chobus coming out, what?
No, you're missing the point, Jack. My point is, why is it when it's a woman, it's always about how she looks?
Hey, it's such a plus point. She looks so good. Then she is clever some more. Then it's like, wow, well cut, yeah, woo. And then rarely, hot, you're going to see your chobu. It's quite nice, I see. I'm not lesbian,
We're going to get cancelled, you know. I said we're going to get... Without missing a beat, of course you have to say that, you know. After everything. Okay, any more favorites?
Oh, a lot. Okay.
Okay.
So...
I'm a bit scared now.
Okay.
Talking about this with Jack.
Okay, with PPP, right? The pizza soul guy.
Yeah.
Did you hear that one where he goes, vote for PAP.
Yeah, poor thing lah.
PPP.
Poor thing lah. No, actually
mean,
his comeback was not bad lah.
Yeah,
I think he said
but
vote for PAP.
now with social media, everybody got a phone. Everybody can catch you at the moment. So you can't screw up. I'm so sorry.
Poor thing lah, that guy, poor thing. But I think like the other GE, there was also someone who said vote for PAP when they were for opposition. I think that means, right?
That's why your party name, if you
not catchy, not catchy.
Got too many P's in there. So yours like Green GJP.
And you think that's catchy?
Green Stone, GSP. Oh.
You can't even, oh my God. I cannot.
Okay. And then let's talk about Pongo. Pongo lah. So Pongo one, we have Gan Kim Yong, who said that I will like basically upgrade the PAP because PM my friend lah, that one.
Wow.
That one.
I mean, opposition are obviously going to town with that one, but it really came off as super like gentleman's club, elitist boys society, and I think that's why a lot of people are unhappy with the PAP to start with. So that did them no favors at all.
But again, you see, he again meant it in a very older person way. It's like, hey, I know my friend lah. Like, hey, be closer, easier to get. The other side not so close.
But that's precisely...
Can get, but not... It's harder to get, but
But that's precisely why the opposition, people who are upset with the PAP hate, this whole like, because it's like who you know, it's all about the relationships. It's, I know that was like a selling point for him, but I thought that was like suicide, man. But it came off really bad.
But again,
you didn't
in reality, in life, it really does help who you know, right? Who you know does help you in life. Yeah, you're just not supposed to say it lah. That's the thing about politicians. You're not supposed to say it so hard. That's why I cannot everything you want to say cannot come out wrongly.
Well, I can imagine, Jack, every sentence that you would say, right?
I cancelled already lah.
You got apologize like 10 times. No?
And then in Pongo, right, they have this video that going on where the DPM is there and then he's being ignored. It's really sad.
That one, I have to say, from a human point of view, right, I felt quite sad. Yeah. And then people were, it felt unkind. It doesn't matter which party you support. It could have been either side. Of course, some people will say, you choose to enter politics as part of it. But, I think that one made me a bit sad, poor thing. From a human standpoint, he's there.
Well, he did do a good job.
Gan Kim Yong and Tan See Leng have been busy with the Economic Resilience Task Force, thinking of what we can do for our businesses and workers, working together with our NTUC colleagues, SecGen, NTUC, Ng Chee Meng, as well as our tripartite partners. Take Gan Kim Yong, for example. Just recently, in the middle of the campaign, he had to go off to attend an important Zoom call with the US Commerce Secretary, Howard Lutnick. The US tells him we can't change or they can't change the baseline tariff at 10% because that applies almost to all countries around the world. But Kim Yong and him had a good discussion on how we can facilitate key exports from Singapore to America. And the Commerce Secretary agreed that the US would consider this and told Gan Kim Yong, we trust you. Singapore trusts Gan Kim Yong because of what he represents, the full faith and credit of the Singapore government, this system that we have built together for the last 60 years.
You don't like what?
I don't like people be mean. Don't be mean. You don't like also just don't be mean lah. Yo. Mean for what? People trying to represent you leh.
Okay, so who else?
Okay, that H one, the triple H one.
Aiyo.
My name is Han Hui Hui. And what does 3H stand for? First stage, housing. Repeat 3 times. Housing. Housing! Housing! We will tell the members of parliament, we will tell all the people sitting in there that we want land costs to be reduced. What is the second H? Healthcare! The Singapore government has collected a lot of money from our MediShield Life. We can speak up for you and your grievances to stop increasing MediShield Life premium and gradually decrease. it will not decrease overnight. Third H is human rights. They say they care about the future generation. They care about the future generation so much that there are so many children being bullied in school. And where did these children learn their bullying from? Children learn the best from their parents. And why is it so? Because parents are the first role models to the children. And why are parents bullying their own children? So many parents are abusing their own children, killing them because of the high cost of living. Is it because Singapore is stressful? So what are they stressful about? Employment rights.
I give it to her. She's persistent. Ayo,
No, that one,
I don't
that
even know
one
what to
is
say.
like,
Poor thing lah.
she said basically that Singapore parents are killing their children because of the high cost of living. I mean, I cannot lah. Why you say these things? Why you?
I tell myself maybe like it's lost in communication. Like maybe what she thought didn't sound as bad, but like the way it was expressed was, yeah, ayo.
Cannot lah. Don't say this sort of thing. Really not true, you know.
Poor thing like that one, another one.
Okay, so back to voting. Please vote wisely. I'm very happy Singaporean. I love Singapore. I think Singapore is like the best place to live in. Everything is so nice, clean, safe. Everything is great.
That's it?
That's why I got nothing to complain. Except why our incumbent party all must talk with the hand like that? Why? And it's very aggressive hand gestures. Very like that. And then like that. And then they cannot, like, for a while, like, put the hand down. It has to gesticulate.
You notice it's mostly the men?
Women too.
The men, the women also.
Women also. It's someone's teaching you that talking this
maybe
way
that was a
makes
power
you
thing.
more relatable. Do you relate to me more? Because
I
talk
don't think
with-
so. No.
No, yeah, maybe the hand movements can lessen a bit.
You know, this year, right, there were a lot of like memes and
Memes.
but some of them, no, some were not mean. It was just funny. Like the story, the like, what was it? The script is you must be from a humble background.
Yeah.
Like the hawker food,
Yeah.
father taxi driver.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I also can. It's funny, but like a lot of us really do come from that background. It's true, what? Not Jack, but then a lot of us do come from that background. I think that there's a lot of focus on that. I actually am more focused on what they did with their careers. And what's with the singing? Mine is just like, what's with the singing? Why is it just a single politics thing? Why is everybody singing other than your favorite look left, look right?
I think a lot of it is singing Hokkien songs so that they can,
Relate.
yeah, so that the Hokkien people relate. And then, you know, social media as such, you just think of that one,
That's true.
like
That's true.
that one moment where he is singing a Hokkien song, and then you blow it out of proportion.
Oh, speaking of Hokkien songs, so I feel like the other playbook, right, is you must speak more than 2 languages, or it helps. If you can do it in English, in Mandarin Malay, and some kind of dialect, you win liao. If you can do Tamil and
course,
you're not like Indian, right, even more you win liao.
Walao, Lee Kuan Yew can speak how many languages?
Yeah.
Lee Hsien Loong can speak how many languages? All my life, these are the politicians that I've known. So, you know, they got expectations lah. Like, you can speak so many, you're so clever. Who can compare to Lee Kuan Yew? Oh my God.
Okay, can we get back? No, okay, everything goes
Oh
back to
my
Lee Kuan Yew
God.
for Jack. Look
like,
at her.
seriously.
Jack.
Yeah, so there are also obviously the people that are blind faith, like they would just vote PAP because PAP lah, because it's a representation of what Lee Kuan Yew, his legacy.
But he's not here anymore.
Exactly lah. So those people, you know, and then it feels a bit like if you don't vote for PAP,
Is disloyal.
It's disloyal.
But it's not true. I think that when he was alive, maybe, but not anymore. So vote wisely. Think before you vote.
Then can I come up with my usual joke for every?
Okay. I'm scared. But okay, yes, please. Since what? First time she actually asked me if she can come up with her. Okay, let's
My
hear it.
usual joke is do not speak ill of PAP
Why?
because it's a pap smear.
Oh my gosh, and with that, we're gonna say bye. Let us know what you think of the elections this year.
Go and vote. Don't be stupid.
Yeah,
Go and vote.
please go and vote. And don't just take out like, oh, long weekend, let's just not come. Please, guys, we are a democracy. We need to embrace that fact. Even if you are not happy, right, spoil your vote, okay? At least
why are you not happy?
cast a vote. There are many unhappy people, Jack.
Why? You go and live elsewhere lah.
They are struggling maybe to pay bills.
Oh,
pay
yeah,
rent.
you're struggling to pay bills in Singapore. You go elsewhere and live. Good for you.
Maybe they're just unhappy with the current situation. Vote for change. Just because you
It
are
is
happy
so-
doesn't mean everyone else is doing well and happy. Right? So these people, right, are unhappy with the status quo, which is why we have the beauty of a democracy. You have the power to vote and vote for change.
Yeah, and then whoever you vote, right, just make sure you vote properly. Don't vote for stupid people.
Can you not call people stupid? Maybe they
Don't
just are not
vote-
great communicators.
Don't vote for people that you do not look up to. If you look at this person and you go like, God, I can do better than that, don't vote for that person.
With that, let us know what you think about GE2025. I'm going to definitely end this off now. This is getting like... Bye, guys. Let us know your thoughts. Bye.